I always see this one post get traction every few months on r/Deltarune, and it's about hometown and how there's really only one car spot outside the school. I want to talk about this unnecessary detail and discuss the uses of cars in Deltarune, frankly, because someone has to. This question has boggled my mind for a while, because in a city that's so walkable that you can literally get from the most north point, being this corner of Toriel's land, to the most southern point, being the bottom of this bunker, in about 35 seconds without even sprinting. So I think we have to start from the very start of this just to understand this mystery. There are 4 cars permanently residing in hometown, one belonging to Toriel, one to Asgore, which I assume he uses for transporting flowers, one to the angry guy, and one to the happy guy. At the start of chapter 2, there is a traffic jam as Chris is going to the library. The cars belonging to the angry guy and happy guy are in this traffic jam, but are later moved to the side of the pizza parlor at the end of chapter 2, where they're like rule 1ing from Rocket League for some reason. So why is there only one car park at the school then? Well, it's because there are teachers and they have to park their car there, and many places do in fact have staff parking in real life. Businesses have staff parking for their workers, and even some schools have parking for their teachers, which is definitely what this is, a parking space for teachers. But it's only one spot when there are 2 teachers. Plus, where do parents park when they're dropping off their kids? Now there's this area at the end of the school road where the marks on the road end and it extends a little bit upwards. Could this be a car park? Yeah, I think so. When we look at the way the car moves in chapter 1 as Toriel is driving to school, it doesn't gradually move like a car does in real life, but it just goes through right angles. So yeah, I can definitely see Toriel's car fitting into the space as we've magically seen it move before. So there are 2 car spaces at the school, but 4 cars in Deltarune. I'm gonna make the assumption that the 2 people in the car argument are not going to school and that they are adults. So that leaves Asgore, Alphys, and Toriel, right? Well, what about all the other students and their parents? Do they all walk? We don't even know where many characters reside, like for instance Birdley, where does he live? I believe he's in either one of these apartments or whatever's on the other side of this gate, so this park could actually be an area for the cars to do a U-turn so they can leave. Alphys has a bike, she bikes everywhere. She understands what a walkable city is. What's interesting is she doesn't even get to use a car park as she doesn't even use it, or hell, not even a bike rack. So where does she keep her bike during the day? I don't know, it's not in the classroom or in the school at all. It could be stored in this locked room that we don't have access to, which could be a staff room where the bike is, but even then, this is suspicious. As I said in the intro, hometown is incredibly walkable. You can get from Toriel's house to the school in about 20 seconds without sprinting, and the entire town can be walked around in about under 3 minutes. So I think there's a newer question. Why does Toriel even need a car? All it does is get its tires slashed at the end of chapter 2. Like, Toriel just released all these emissions just to have the car broken. Like, come on Toriel, this is all your fault. I haven't mentioned any of the Dark World stuff either because frankly it's not necessary to this video, as the car puzzles and miniature car in Cyber City make sense to be there. They're all driving through the city, there's no one singular car park for them to stop in, as that wouldn't make sense as it's a huge mega city. Also, the tiny car doing donuts that Undyne mentions during the traffic jam is the annoying dog that kills you in this scene. So what actually makes the school so important that it gets one of the very few parking spaces in town? There's an area where the 2 people are arguing, there's this patch of land between Icy and QC's diner, which I think could be a parking space. If you look at the space between other stores, there's normally trees, the school and Asgore's shop, and if I'm gonna be honest, it makes 0 sense. None of the other houses have a car or even an area to park a car there. All of this makes 0 sense, between other parents going to the school and dropping off and picking up their kids, and how walkable this town is. It makes 0 sense that there is one parking spot here. Toriel shouldn't even need a car as she can just walk.
So I reach out to you, Toby Fox. I know you're watching this video. I know you have a framed photo of me next to your desk. I implore you to make these changes to Deltarune. Either remove that parking space and make Toriel pay for her crimes against the environment, or do another option. See that forest, that beautiful little forest you created? Wouldn't it be so much more beautiful if it was a mega parking garage instead? I know you see the vision. I know you can make this right. You're the only person who can do this, Toby. Please. Now I expect these changes to be applied to Deltarune chapter 3 and 4, so thank you for all the support. But if you want to help this cause further, make sure to go onto every social media platform and spread car theory. The world must know the truth.